You've
at
got
some point on the way.
no
But if I have
idea.
no idea, then all
Yep,
right,
no clue.
cool.
Yep,
All
no
right,
clue at all.
all good.
So 20 investigation. Yeah, I mean, you pretty much within a couple of questions, they point you to what is down in the southern quarter. Most of it's open paddocks, but there is one very nice, well kept private stables that probably it isn't just for a single horse, but for multiple horses. So over just a little bit to the side of that, you kind of see sort of half covered horses, and you see a rather dashing sort of half elf ranger wearing green cloak, silver piping. He's currently unbraiding the mane and tail of a absolutely beautiful chestnut stallion that he had braided in the hair for a long ride or for sort of like a battle braid. And he sort of kind of looking at you as you were sort of approaching the private stables, kind of wondering what you're up to.
Uh, as I approach, then I will take a very humble stance, a very guarded stance, I guess, and greet him. Say, good morning. My name is Iska, and I've been sent here on behalf of Florian Gilderloin to prepare his horse.
Oh, so you're the next victim, huh? Uh, he is actually pretty rather dashing. Wavy brown hair, liquid brown eyes, kind of flecked with gold. Um, he seems friendly enough. He obviously pays incredible attention to his horse. So, what did you do to get this detail?
Oh, I volunteered for it.
Oh, so what do you want from Florian that you would volunteer for such a thing?
Iska looks to this half elf and looks around for a second and thinks back to Florian saying strike one, and then perks her head back up and gives a very big performance of just I have no idea what you're referring to. It's an honor to work for Florian, a man all the way from I just forgot the name of the place, Balathira. Oh yes, it's just to bask in the glory of Arcana Mystica and honest to goodness Gilderloin here in Sojourn's Crossing. It's an honor.
Do a deception check. He goes. He didn't look like one of his fawning types, but I guess it takes all kinds. And kind of sizes you up a little bit as right on the good cover, knowing having never seen you before. He actually throws you an odd horse brush, odd looking horse brush, and attached to the back of it is a really something you've not seen before. It's a weird looking, real fine toothed comb. And says, you're gonna need those. Balsherion is not very friendly, and Lord knows old Maurice, and you see him sort of thumb over towards a older human, sort of in muddy boots on a stool over there. Certainly is too overworked to take his time with him. And you hear old Maurice go, "He about near took my finger off last time. I'm not going to hell near that creature. Stubborn, ornery bastard." And so this half elf just sort of points you 3 stalls down. If you get into big trouble, well, run. Close the door. And he sees your violin. Music might help. Don't know. But I'm Dustin. And good luck.
Will you say that name one more time? My
Dustin.
Audio dropped first. Dustin?
Dustin.
Okay. Well, thank you, Dustin. I really appreciate you walking me through this. I've never really taken care of a horse this grand or renowned before, so thank you.
He sort of looks at you oddly and then kind of laughs and's like, oh, good luck.
Another big, heavy sigh as she makes her way to the stall with the horse in it. Balsherion?
Balsherion. So you make your way over to what is obviously probably the largest stall all the way back on the corner. And it's very dark and shadowy in here. There is light from the main door, but this is so far back, it is tough to really see. And I lost my music.
You should find it.
I am finding it. Actually, we might do a little different music. We'll do this one. If it will play. Is it there? There it is. Come on. So yeah, you sort of head into this back corner, and it's dark, and you see just a massive sort of shadowy shape. There's a sort of a column of light coming in from a high window that sort of divides this large stall into sort of one area that is bathed in light and the other that is in darkness. And as you sort of step up to this, and like I say, you over in the darkened portion of it, you just see this huge shadowy shape standing against the wall.
I very slowly just take like a step closer to this horse. Very distinct in my movements, very clear in the movements I'm making, but just a step forward to begin.
Make a dex check.
Yeah. No, you see this shape move towards you, and first you see one leg move into the light, and you're taken aback because that's not a hoof. You see a large feline paw with long talon-like nails on it. Step over. What you were expecting to be either brown or black fur is a deep, deep blue. And as it keeps moving further into light, before you see one of the things you notice that its coat is caked with dirt, and as it sort of moves further into light, you see this ruff around its neck, which is sort of longer fur than like even the mane of a horse would be, and you see it's caked like with blood. And then you see, move into the light even further, a huge blue wing that ends in blue feathers that end in golden tips. But the feathers are a mess. They're all split and not aligned. And as it steps all the way into the light, you see this proud eagle head and feathers, but its eyes are sort of gummy and bloodshot. This animal, as huge and beautiful as it should be, is neglected. And even more importantly, you recognize has kind of stopped taking care of itself. You see in the light a huge griffin. And a voice, deep and rumbling, comes out of its mouth. You're not Florian. So what did you owe him that he sent you down here to have to deal with me?
I volunteered to be here.
Don't lie, girl. No one
I
volunteers
volunteer as
to come
tribute.
here.
I spoke with Florian, and I wish to partake in the glory and the beauty that is Arcana Mystica and be close with
Shut
them.
up. I know what Florian is. I've been bonded to him since I was an egg. He's a prick. And no one wants to deal with him. And no one wants to deal with me. Just leave me in peace. And he kind of walks back over to the corner.
No one wants to deal with you. How can that be? I've never seen anything like you before. What? How on earth can Florian? How can anyone keep you down here? Down, just, and then like this. What happened? What's happened to you?
He looks at you. You're a bard. You know what happened. You know the song.
Oh man. Is this where we maybe talk about this Netherwing? Oh yeah, Iska does know a song about this. A song that like a lot of
Spare me and don't sing it, but
oh, man.
he holds it against me.
They keep you grounded.
Of course. Everything is grounded. Florian...
But like, go ahead.
Florian never understood. He was 10 when we all had to stop. He holds it against me, thinks that it's my fault, that he doesn't get to fly in the clouds. Doesn't care what it feels like to me. You see, but I'm bonded. Bonded to him, bonded to the family, so...
So the skies are empty, you're shackled to this ground, and he just keeps you as what? As a showpiece?
Well, he has to. I think he would throw me his way as not having this constant reminder that it is, you see, for other families, it's still seen as an honor to be able to ride a griffin. Something that once flew. I mean, heck, to keep one around with your monies when you can't use it to its fullest. What's better show of wealth, right? So he trots me out every once in a while whenever there's an official function. Show off the griffin. Show off what's supposed to be a great honor.
Beyond this bond, what keeps you with him? You are.
There's nothing more than the bond. I have to do what he commands. He's commanded me to stay. It's a bond that was formed at birth while I was in the egg. He held my egg while I was born. He was a good boy, actually. But he felt the world turned against him. And he's never forgiven it.
To like out of character, am I picking up this as like a magical bond, or is this just
I mean, it's like an instinctual bond. Like, think of like how ducklings bond, how like when they raise condors and stuff that, they have to make sure it doesn't bond to the human, and that so that they'll actually leave and not think, same thing like with geese. A lot of birds of prey, you have to be careful raising them in captivity from eggs so they don't bond to humans. So it is, I would say, beyond magical. It is instinctual. And for an intelligent creature, it should be like, I mean, you just saw, Mountain Master, this wonderful thing, but for both of them, this is not great. And like I said, some of, enough about birds to know they normally preen their feathers and those types of things. I mean, this is an animal that's, in captivity with, bonded to a master who resents it.
What if you broke this bond? What if you could be free? What if you could explore? Sure, you can't fly, but the world is still open. There's still so much to it.
You don't understand, Go. It's not a bond that can be broken. It'd be like me telling you to no longer be your mother's daughter, or it's who I am. It's ingrained into me. Well, so what now?
Florian sent me here to make you presentable in a way, which seems ridiculous. Sure, your feathers are a bit frayed, but look at you. You're I'm a poet, and I can barely put this into words what it's like seeing you. This is unbelievable. You, even in this state, are truly majestic, and
I can tell you speak the truth, so I won't think you're just fawning. But he sort of looks at himself. I guess I have seen better days.
no, there's still so much left. There's, and look at you. You just. I'm sorry that Florian has treated you this way. I'm sorry he's kept you like this, in this state and in this manner, but you are majestic. And as I say that, I would like to play...
Ooh.
I'm sorry, I'm looking for the name right now. Majestic Anthem.
Oh.
As a sense of using bardic inspiration, I can basically give this creature... modified with my charisma, like more HP and just like a general boost, even if it's at max, just temporary hit points. But in the like narrative here, I would like to use that as a way of just boosting this griffin, just making it feel majestic and making it feel powerful and trying to resonate that it truly is this thing of beauty, this creature that's unlike anything Iska's seen.
So, he listens to your song, and it is a wondrous song. You play this anthem, but because you're Iska, it's not just majestic, it is soaring anthem. It is a anthem that speaks of these giant wings flying over the countryside. Mm-hmm. It speaks of the power of this beast that you barely, if it's standing, your head probably only comes up to where its wing touches its shoulder. And it does seem to react and appreciate you maybe seeing itself through your eyes in the state that it should be in. And he then looks at you and goes, so, how much time do we have? It's going to take a while. If you'll give me a hand, Iska told.
It would be my honor. And
yeah, so you pretty standard brushing of coat. You realize now that this comb that Dustin gave you is to help preen out the feathers and get them straightened. And, you find some soap and water. And, Dustin sort of sees you come back out and then go in with this bucket and water and some kind of a brush to scrub with. And he's like, Well, you've gotten further than anyone else. All your fingers and toes still attached.
Oh, I'm set. No, that I was unprepared, but we're making some progress.
I applaud you. And he sort of bows his head and takes his, tips his sort of little, he's got kind of like a Robin Hood hat, kind of, says, no one has been able to get through that beast in quite some time. And you head back in and start to help getting Balsherion ready for his party, for the party in 3 days. Let's